"Mom, I'm feeling anxious about going to school today," said almost no kid ever. This is the sneaky thing about child anxiety. Kids, especially younger kids, often can't say how they're feeling or what's going on. They need to be taught how to recognize and describe anxiety or any other feeling really. And because anxiety is mostly an internal problem, meaning feelings and thoughts start inside your body, it can be tough to spot in a child. So in this video, you'll learn some of the key signs and symptoms of anxiety in kids. And be sure to stick around until the end for specific examples of where anxiety often comes up. Anxiety can show up in different ways, but whether you're a grown-up or a child, it always has three parts: physical feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. So first, anxiety can cause a lot of physical symptoms. Headaches and stomach aches are two common physical signs of anxiety. Anything that happens to your body when it goes into survival mode can be a sign of anxiety too. So this might be a racing or a pounding heart, sweating, shakiness, butterflies in your stomach, or quickly feeling hot or cold. If there's a pattern to when these physical feelings show up, like around a specific activity or situation, like going to bed or going to school, they might be a clue to an anxiety problem. Remember, if a child has any of these physical symptoms, it's best to rule out any medical reasons for them first, so be sure to check in with the child's pediatrician. So next, anxiety has cognitive symptoms, meaning there can be signs of anxiety in the way someone thinks about things. They're almost always anxious thoughts. Knowing if a child is struggling with anxious thoughts can be a bit tricky though, because again, it's something that is mostly going on in their mind. But you can pay attention to what a child says or does in response to their thoughts. Typically, kids will ask questions about what they're thinking, so it might come out in a lot of what if type questions like, what if I mess up? Or what if the other kids laugh at me? Anxious thinking could also appear as needing reassurance from grown-ups. Reassurance is where someone needs to have questions answered to create a sense of certainty. So kids might ask questions about where you'll be, who you'll be with, when you'll be home, what you'll be doing. They would likely keep asking the same questions even after you've told them the answer already. By the way, if you found this video helpful so far, let me know by tapping the like button. It'll help it spread to more families who need it. And let me know in the comments what other child anxiety or ADHD videos you'd like to see on my channel. There are also behavioral symptoms of child anxiety. These are probably the easier symptoms to recognize because they're outward expressions of anxiety versus something that's happening inside the body. The behavior that's the biggest clue to anxiety is if a child is avoiding something, especially something new or something they previously did without a problem. Other behaviors that are sometimes signs of anxiety are trouble falling asleep, nightmares or waking up a lot at night, being easily distracted, clinging or crying frequently, or having a tantrum or meltdown during transitions or in new situations. Aside from knowing some of the signs and symptoms of anxiety in kids, it's helpful to know specific situations that can be hard. This is not an exhaustive list, just some situations I commonly see that are tough for anxious kids. First is definitely new situations. The first days of a new school year, meeting a new teacher and classmates, starting a new sports team, or having a new babysitter can all trigger anxiety. Next, transitions and changes in routine. Structure brings a sense of certainty and security, and when something that was expected or predictable changes, it can cause anxious feelings. Also, any kind of performance situation like sports or music. This also includes things like going to a school event or a birthday party where kids might be in the spotlight and worry about what others think of them. Another situation, going to a restaurant or eating away from home. Kids may have trouble ordering what they want to eat, worry about eating or talking in front of others, or have trouble trying different foods. Also, going to bed. They might be afraid of the dark, worry about their safety or their parents' safety, or anxious thoughts might make it hard for them to fall asleep. And then school-related tasks, especially homework. Kids can worry about grades, fear what others think of their work, or feel they have to be perfect. They might have trouble getting started on homework or trouble finishing homework because they're worrying. Now you might be thinking, okay, I've seen some of these things, but could it just be a phase or something that I'll outgrow, or do we need more help for it? Click into this video next for answers to those questions and to learn the 3 most common types of anxiety in kids. And if you have other questions, check out my Ask an Expert page for more in-depth answers to specific anxiety and ADHD questions. The link's in the description. There you can search and filter by topic or ask something yourself. I'm adding answers all the time. And if you haven't yet, be sure to tap the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.